Sol, S-O-L, in Latin, refers to the S-U-N, sun above. That disk in the sky that passes through each of the zodiac signs over the course of 360 to 365 days. All right? That's the S-U-N, sun. However, S-U-N, sun above the disk was at one time also spelled S-O-N. S-O-N. So that the S-U-N and the S-O-N are one and the same. Y'all got that? That disk in the sky, sometimes it's orange, sometimes it's reddish orange, sometimes it's yellow or yellow to white, right? This is the S-O-N and the S-U-N. Y'all got that? It is also the S-O-L. So your good Catholic Church leaders decided that they would take the concept of the sun providing heat and make you think that you have a soul, S-O-U-L. They just added a U. How they play with vowels? Huh? You see how they play with vowels? They added a U. They added a U and then told you that you have a soul that escapes or leaves the physical body, when you expire, when your flesh expires. Y'all got that? Then what did they do? This is a psychic attack, okay? The psychic attack. The people who created this psychic attack were probably also responsible for the psychic attack that we now call Paul's writings. All right? That we now also refer to as the story of JC, the Christ figure, being a living man. Both of those mythologies come out of the same institution. All right? The same institution. The Knights Templars were also probably involved with creating these stories. Y'all got that? Writing committees. You got it? So that energy inside of you that produces heat, that produces your ability to animate, produces your ability to walk, to think, to hear, speak, smell, taste, and touch, to be able to perceive environmental stimuli and to interact with yourself and the environment. That energetic force inside of you is your own sun, your own power source. You guys see how they remixed this? Do you see how they remixed it? Your power source, your sun that powers you. The Catholic Church said, okay, well, we're gonna take this story because they can't create anything of their own. They're no good at creating things, right? So what do? They just copy and add something to it. They threw a vowel in there, as I already said. They threw a vowel in there. Here you go. There you go. Hold on, y'all. Give me 1 second. All right. You got it? Okay. Thank you. So they threw a vowel in there and said, all right. Let's take this concept or this physical reality and let's religify it. Let's remix it. So that we can capture their imaginations and transport them into a false reality. Where they'll go burn in hell if they don't listen to the religious leaders. Burn in hell if they do not listen to authority figures who are put in place by the Catholic Church, i.e. nation states, right? Nation states. Y'all see that? If you don't listen to them, if you don't accept what they tell you, then guess what happens? You're going to be scared to death, right? You're going to be scared to death because you think that because you didn't do what the deity says, y'all know who the deity is of the gospel. I don't have to say it, right? And the deity of the New Testament. Y'all know who it is. It's a trinity, right? Well, we're going to get into who that trinity is. It's a trinity, or so you think, all right? So you're scared to death. When you went out there and you committed adultery or you stole something, you robbed somebody, you tricked somebody, you know the dirt that y'all do. I don't have to say it. You know what you did. This is my favorite. You know what you did and how you did it. Now you're scared to death. You're feeling guilty. Well, no, you're not even feeling guilty. You're just scared to go burn in hell. And some of y'all use it to your advantage, right? You're out here preaching and teaching, trying to scare people to death so that they'll follow you. You know who you are, y'all YouTube preachers, Hebrew Israelites, Christians, using fear tactics to get followers and donations. You know who you are. All right? So it goes both ways. But the S-O-L, let me make this clear. The S-O-L, Latin for sun, the disc above. As above, so below. You have a sun inside of you that provides you energy. And that energy, as it is produced and used, produces heat. Right? That's why we are warm. You touch us, we're warm, right? And that's all it is. It's nothing more than that. You do not have a soul that survives the time when your flesh expires. But what do you have? What do you have? You have consciousness. What is consciousness? Consciousness is awareness. Consciousness is awareness. Sometimes it's referred to as the all right? As the all, okay? As the all. Stop worrying. Stop being afraid that you're going to go burn in hell. Stop hoping for the pie in the sky that you're going to die and go to heaven. It's not going to happen. You don't have a soul. The Catholic Church made that up. Specifically to control your behavior. It is a psychic attack to make you scared to death, to scare you to death about going against anything that they don't want you to do or any doctrine that they put out there, all right? So, for example, in the contract that the Most High has, and by the way, who's the Most High? Y'all think about that. Who's the Most High? Think about that. The contract that the Most High has with the house of Yasharallah. In religion, again, y'all call it the Mosaic Law. There are specific instructions, all of which are natural law. You're supposed to follow them. All right? You're supposed to follow natural law. Could it be anything more reasonable than to follow the rules, follow the principles that govern the physical world and consciousness? Right? That's just common sense, right? And it's easy. I lost my thought. What was I talking about? I forgot what I was talking about, y'all. I shouldn't focus. This is so good, y'all. This is, of course, those of you who know me, you know I love sugarcane juice. I like to put either lime juice or calamansi juice. This has a high level of magnesium and other minerals. It's actually, sugarcane juice is actually a vegetable, okay? It's vegetation, not a fruit. Super sweet, but it doesn't raise your blood sugar level. So you can enjoy it, right? And with lime, I love lime. Also, I love lemon. So it's really delicious, y'all. I wish you could experience it here. In India, they had the worst sugar cane that I've ever experienced in my life. It was horrible. And they're dirty. I mean, really dirty. Ugh. India was quite an experience. Quite an experience. I didn't like the sugarcane juice at all. The way they prepare it, the way they serve it, it was not good. However, the nutritional value of it, I used to buy it. But it was nothing compared to like in Vietnam. Okay? Nothing like Vietnam. So let's go back to the soul. So the psychic attack. The psychic attack. Paul teaches you that in order for you to have redemption of your soul, you've got to accept JC, the Christ figure. Y'all see that? There is no soul. The Catholic Church made that up. So if the Catholic Church made that up, how is Paul able to say it? If Paul lived, such a long time before the Catholic Church even began. Y'all see it? Do you see that? It's obvious, right? That whoever wrote the letters that are attributed to Paul, it was all made up. Okay? Go back and watch the video I did with Sonetta. The title is called something like All Abrahamic Religions or Faiths Are Frauds or something like that. It's on my homepage on YouTube. Y'all go back and watch that. All right? You'll get the analysis. You'll get the verses and the analysis that prove beyond a doubt that Josephus' writings is a fraud. It's all made up. The New Testament is all made up, fraudulent. All right? The whole story about the Christ figure, the mythological Christ figure in the Gospels, it's all made up, right? So go watch it. So you have no soul that's going to go burn in hell. Anyway, think about that, guys. Think about it. Your soul is going to burn in hell. Let's use some logic. Fire is physical, right? Fire is physical. But when you die, if you say you have a soul and it goes to the spirit realm, how is it that fire, which is in the physical realm, fire is concrete, you can touch it, right? It'll burn you. How is it that fire in the physical realm can exist in the spiritual realm? Y'all see it? You don't have a body. You don't have flesh to burn. Y'all got that? There's no flesh to burn. I mean, that's just using logic, right? Y'all see? Can you burn, let's see, can you burn a demon or an angel? Can you burn the Most High with let's say you got a match. Can you set fire to them? It don't make any sense, right? So anyway, that's another psychic attack to scare you to death so that you will accept this Christ figure as your savior. Okay? It's another psychic attack to force you, scare you to death into accepting the Christ figure as your savior. Y'all got that? making you look outside of yourself for someone to save you. And by extension, not just looking for the Christ figure to save you, but looking for a nation state corporation to save you. Looking for 911 to save you. Yeah, that's right. I said it. When a man and a woman have a disagreement in their house, right? In their tent, what's likely going to happen? Somebody's going to call the policy enforcers. Very likely, somebody in that tent is going to go to jail or get killed when they arrive. Y'all know that. But y'all still do it. Why? Because of your psychology that you got from Christianity. See it? You're looking for other people to solve your problems for you, to save you. If 911 wasn't available to you, you figure out a way to fix this on your own, which might mean a radical change in your behavior and the way you think, as opposed to picking up a telephone and calling the policy enforcers. Or praying to some external deity, begging that external deity to do something for you that you could do for yourself, but you won't, because you've been conditioned. You've been conditioned to look to your oppressor to save you. All right? So stop being played. You do not have a soul. Stop worrying about that. All right? And there is no kingdom of heaven that you're going to die and go to. All right? How could you if you don't have a soul? There's no need to argue about the kingdom of the heaven. Anyway, when JC referred to the kingdoms of the heaven, he was talking about astrology. He was talking about the zodiac. Right? And I'll say it again. The Gospels are purely astrological. All right? They were remixed or overlaid with a mythological man. JC, the Christ figure. Okay? Who's the Savior. And don't forget, Christ is oil. That oil is sperm. All right? That oil is sperm.